Why do we sometimes cling to relationships that no longer serve us? Detaching emotionally from someone isn't about severing ties or losing care. It's about reclaiming your peace and prioritizing your emotional health. Whether it's a romantic partner, a friend, or even a family member, stepping back can sometimes be the healthiest move. This doesn't have to be a cold or unfeeling process. In fact, Stoicism teaches us that it can be done with compassion and understanding. Now, let's explore 10 Stoic principles that can help you detach emotionally in a healthy way, allowing you to focus on personal growth and emotional balance. 1. Explore your options thoughtfully. Before you decide to detach emotionally, it's crucial to engage in open and honest communication. Discuss your feelings and concerns with the person involved, as well as with trusted friends or a therapist. This process will help you assess the impact of the relationship on your mental and emotional well-being. Ask yourself if staying in this relationship serves your best interests or aligns with your core values. It's important to recognize when a relationship contributes positively to your life and when it might be causing more harm than good. Acknowledging this can be challenging, but it is a necessary step towards making informed decisions that truly reflect what is best for you. Exploring your options thoroughly ensures that your actions are considered and align with a deep understanding of your needs. 2. Set clear boundaries. Setting clear boundaries is essential for maintaining your emotional health, especially when contemplating detachment. Clearly define what behaviors you can tolerate and which ones you find unacceptable. Communicate your boundaries to the other person assertively, ensuring they understand your limits. This practice not only protects your emotional energy, but also teaches others how to interact with you in a respectful and acceptable manner. Consistency in enforcing these boundaries reinforces your self-respect and discourages others from overstepping. Remember, boundaries aren't just about saying no. They are about creating a healthy environment where your emotional needs are met. By being clear about your boundaries, you safeguard your space and ensure interactions are based on mutual respect and understanding. 3. Focus on self-reflection. Engaging in self-reflection is vital when you feel overly attached to someone. Take time to consider your emotions and why certain reactions occur. Are there fears or insecurities driving your attachment? Understanding these aspects of yourself can help you see the relationship more clearly. This awareness allows you to shift your focus from the other person to your own personal growth. It's not uncommon to discover that our attachments serve to fill a void or address unmet needs within ourselves. By confronting these elements directly, you can begin to detach from unhealthy dependencies and invest more in your self-improvement. Reflecting on your emotional triggers and responses empowers you to make changes that foster your independence and emotional resilience, ultimately leading to a healthier self-concept free from external validation. 4. Limit communication. To regain balance and perspective, it can be helpful to limit your communication with the person you are trying to detach from. Decide on the frequency and depth of your interactions and set these boundaries clearly. Reducing contact doesn't necessarily mean cutting off all communication, but it allows you space to breathe and evaluate the relationship from a distance. This can be particularly effective if interactions have become too intense or emotionally charged. By setting these limits, you give yourself an opportunity to reflect on the relationship without constant influence or pressure. This strategy helps in breaking the cycle of dependency and attachment, making it easier to maintain emotional equilibrium. It's about finding the right balance that maintains your well-being, while also respecting the other person's space. 5. Challenge idealization. When we put someone on a pedestal, it distorts our perception and complicates emotional detachment. It's important to challenge this idealization by reminding yourself that everyone has flaws and imperfections. Acknowledging the complete picture of a person, including their faults and weaknesses, helps in seeing them more realistically. This balance is crucial for healthy relationships and personal well-being. Often, our minds cling to the best parts of someone, ignoring the red flags or negative aspects. By making a conscious effort to consider both the good and the bad, you can temper unrealistic expectations and prevent disappointments. This approach not only aids in detaching emotionally, but also fosters a more grounded and authentic connection with others. Remind yourself that human beings are complex, and holding on to a simplified, idealized version can lead to unnecessary emotional turmoil. 6. Practice acceptance. Stoicism teaches the importance of accepting what we cannot change, particularly the behaviors and feelings of others. Focus on managing your own reactions and decisions, as these are within your control. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation or passivity. Rather, it involves recognizing the limits of your influence and redirecting your energy towards constructive self-development. By accepting that you cannot change others, you free yourself from the frustration and disappointment that often comes from failed attempts to influence their actions. This principle is especially helpful in emotionally charged relationships where you might feel compelled to fix or change someone. Instead, steer your focus inward, cultivate your personal strengths, and make choices that align with your values and needs. Practicing acceptance is a profound step toward achieving peace and emotional independence. 7. Detach with love. Detaching with love is a compassionate approach that involves stepping back while still caring about someone. This method allows you to prioritize your mental health without completely severing emotional ties. Understanding that love does not require constant proximity can help you maintain a healthy distance without harboring bitterness or resentment. This type of detachment is particularly useful in relationships where ongoing interaction is necessary, like with family members or co-workers. By choosing to love from afar, you protect yourself from dynamics that might otherwise be damaging. Keep in mind that caring for someone does not mean you have to tolerate harmful behavior. Instead, you can offer your concern and well wishes from a space that safeguards your own well-being. Detaching with love is an act of self-respect and maturity, enabling you to remain empathetic without compromising your emotional stability. 8. Create physical distance. Creating physical distance is an effective way to foster emotional detachment. By putting space between you and the person in question, you reduce the intensity of your interactions, which can help in gaining clarity and reducing emotional dependency. Take this time apart to engage in activities that enrich your life and contribute to your personal growth. Whether it's pursuing hobbies, spending time with supportive friends, or simply enjoying solitude, filling your time with rewarding experiences can strengthen your sense of self and lessen the emotional impact of the other person's presence in your life. This separation doesn't have to be permanent, but can be crucial for recalibrating your emotional responses and re-establishing your independence. Physical distance not only gives you the room to breathe and reflect, but also helps in breaking habitual patterns of interaction that may be hard to alter in close proximity. 9. Shift your attention inward. Focusing on your personal development is a transformative way to lessen the emotional influence others have over you. Investing time in hobbies that captivate your interest, seeking personal growth through educational or spiritual pursuits, and maintaining a routine of self-care are all practices that fortify your mental and emotional health. As you divert your energy towards self-improvement, you naturally detach from those who may have held a disproportionate influence in your life. This inward shift is not about isolation, but about enriching your inner life to ensure that your happiness and peace do not hinge solely on others. Building a stronger, more contented self can provide a stable foundation that lessens the need for external validation and reduces the emotional sway of relationships that may not be beneficial. 10. Accept impermanence. Accepting the impermanence of relationships is a core principle of Stoicism that encourages emotional resilience. Life's constant changes mean that relationships will evolve or end, and people will come and go from our lives. Embracing this fluidity allows you to detach more easily from relationships that no longer serve you, It helps cultivate a peace of mind, knowing that change is not only inevitable but also necessary for personal growth and renewal. By accepting impermanence, you equip yourself to handle transitions with grace and to welcome new phases of life without undue grief or resistance. This acceptance is a powerful tool for emotional detachment, as it encourages you to live in harmony with life's ebb and flow instead of against it. As we've learned today at Wisdom's Forge, detaching with wisdom and empathy isn't just about creating distance. It's about building a healthier, more resilient self. If you found these Stoic principles helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon for more insights on navigating life's emotional challenges. Share this video to help others find balance and peace in their relationships. Thank you for watching, and continue to forge your path with wisdom.